Hey everybody, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader here. Sneak peek for what is coming for you this week. So, in your readings that are coming up for you this week on my channel, AHN Great Life, or just the Adrian Nelson Tarot channel, as every week I've done some readings for you, and I've also ended off your readings with drawing for you an oracle card from the Spellcasting Oracle deck. I don't have the box with me now, so I can't show you, sorry. But this is a beautiful, beautiful deck of oracle cards, and it's very much about what does the Gaia energy, Earth energy have to say to you. Because a lot of times, in our quest for self-development, especially spirituality, we often forget that we are souls having a human being experience. And so this oracle deck, which I really, really love, focuses very much on how do you successfully have that life experience. Remember, these are general, so take them as they resonate. And obviously, it's just a little bit of a sneak peek for you for what's coming up this week. There's going to be timestamps down below. So you can even really, for your greatest benefit, take a look at your zodiac energy, your sun sign, your moon, your rising, your Virgo, or your Venus rather, sorry, your Mars. And if you don't know what those things are, there's a link down below in the description that says free natal chart. It explains to you what those things are. Very, very helpful. I'm also going to put a very helpful guided meditation for you at the end of this video, and I really recommend that you take a look at it. I think I already said it, but in case I didn't, there's going to be some timestamps down below as well, so you can just look at your reading, or you can look at all of them. And if you come across something that really resonates with you, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath, claim that for yourself. Starting off with Aquarius. You've got life purpose. And Aquarius, for many of you, you've really laid that foundation. You've done that hard work. You've really put yourself through your paces, done a lot of things that a lot of people probably won't do. And I feel that, and when I say won't do, I mean that a lot of people in life, they want to be successful, they want to be happy, they want to be prosperous, but they're not always willing to do what goes along with, achieving those sort of things in life or maintaining those sort of things in life. And I feel that you have done all of that hard work, and now you are back in alignment with your energy, and it's a time when you can really just receive. This is a very jackpot vibe sort of energy, Aquarius. So you might be looking forward to some really, really amazing things that might be coming your way. And definitely so it is. Obviously, remember to check out your full reading later on in this week to know when all the rest of the details for you as well. Gemini, you have got manifestation. And what I like about this one specifically with manifestation is that there's horns over there. And horns is a real sign of power. Back in the day, when the Roman Catholic Church decided to decide what's good and what's evil and what's not evil, which basically came for control and nothing else, it's really just greed, they kind of proclaimed to everybody that horns are evil. But in the same token though, back in the olden days, a lot of people would actually hunt like deer and stags and things like that to put up the horns because they somehow understood that it's a symbol of protection. But I see you really, Gemini, going into that next level space, beautiful space, manifesting your heart's desires. And some of you might also be dealing with a person, and there might be a little bit of a sense like, can I actually trust this person? All that sort of thing. We speak about that in your reading that's coming up later this week, where you might be a little bit on the fence about trusting someone new, letting someone new in, letting in love, opening your heart. But there's a person here you can definitely trust. All those details are discussed for you later this week in your reading. Okay. Libra, lighten your load. Libra, you have gone through I suppose you can say, the purification fires. Some of you have gone through the lowest of the low. You've really gone through all your paces. And you know what, Libra, now it's time for you to really allow success to flow through into your life. And a lot of times when you go through difficult times, you take on support mechanisms and all those sort of things to get you through what you need to get to, and at the time that's what you need. But now it might be time for you to leave some things behind so that new things can happen. I also speak in your reading later this week about a beautiful jumpstart that you have on success. So if you are interested in success and expanding your life in abundantly positive ways, Libra, then you definitely want to check out your reading later this week. Cancerians, So Cancers, we have at this point sort of come to the end of Cancer season. We're going into Leo season. I hope that you all had incredible birthdays, that it was amazing, that it was abundantly blessed. Sending you all the love from my heart. I'm a fellow Cancerian as well, so Luna baby sticking together. But in your reading coming up this week, we're speaking about fertility. Now, fertility is more than just, it's more than just popping babies. Fertility, it's about fertility on all levels. It's about your energy being of such a nature that you can sort of positively go forward. Things can happen for you. Things can unfold for you. In your reading later this week, Cancer, we speak about multiple possibilities for you. And also very interesting that I picked up in your reading, some of you might be feeling very stuck at this point, but there's a lot that's happening in the background for you that is building towards success. So instead of being stuck, and some of you may not realize that or feel that, there's definitely multiple possibilities available for you. Next in line, we have got Scorpio. In Scorpio, you have got bright passion over there. And, passion is really the thing that sort of makes life worth living, because it's like, what is setting your heart on fire? What's setting your soul on fire? What's making your heart smile? What's making your cells sparkle? What is your meaning to life? We speak quite a bit in your reading coming up later this week, Scorpio. We speak quite a bit about what you were born to do, your life path, your life potential. What routes are you supposed to take? And same as Cancer, which is really incredible. There's multiple choices for you available, Scorpio, and you may not be aware of it. And it's about following your light. Sometimes we feel there's a certain convention, we have to follow that path. But who makes up these rules anyways? You know what I'm saying? So do check out your reading later this week. There's very valuable guidance for you in that. Which brings us to Pisces. Now, Pisces, your reading really, really rocked. It spoke about same old tricks, maybe some people trying the same old tricks on you, your mind trying the same old tricks on you, because life is basically one big cycle of the same things coming around again and again and again, but it's about how you deal with it that makes all the difference, and that determines your experience of life. So in your reading, we definitely speak about psychic abilities, going from 3D to 5D, new world, unlocking your highest good. And psychic ability and psychic development, and a lot of people are often quite, surprised when I tell them that. And I speak in your reading about this as well, that's coming out later this week, is that the more you just focus on being a soul, having a human being experience here on planet Earth, and embracing that journey, all the other things just happen. Your heart chakra opens, your third eye opens. So focus on being here, focus on being human, focus on living your greatest experience of life. And obviously for much more detailed guidance, you can always check out your reading that is coming out later this week. All right. Sagittarius, your reading was something quite profound. I gotta tell you that. And it's about, calling things for what they are. Calling a spade. It is what it is. All right. And so for many of you, there's travel involved, though. There's travel possibilities. There's new beginnings, emotional fulfillment, possible new connections. This could be relationships, friendships, peace coming about in families, a settlement of peacefulness in life. For some of you, it feels like in energy you've been very all over the place, and it has been freaking exhausting for most of you. And so there's definite travel possibilities, expansion possibilities available for you, Sagittarius. This is physical travel, physical expansion, physical movement, as well as emotional growth. So a lot more of that in your reading later this week. Be sure to check it out. Capricorn. I loved your reading. I really loved your reading that came out for you. It started off quite brisk in a way, and I thought to myself, okay, this is a bit, it's almost like the universe is kind of like pulling it over over its lap and giving you a hiding. But then it started to unfold quite beautifully once we started to get to your immediate future. So you definitely want to check that behind. It's very much about leaving versions of yourself behind, but it's those false perceptions about yourself that doesn't really serve you in the most positive ways. Beautiful unfolding of love coming about here for you, Capricorn. Self-love, self-improvement, just really, really beautiful. You definitely want to check that reading out later this week. Taurus, you've got empowerment. There's it's almost like upgrades that's available here for you, Taurus. You know, sometimes in life we've got a plan, we've got a vision, we've got a goal, you've got a desire, and you kind of think, you know, you've got a plan, it's got a logical plan, it's going to take 10 years, and so forth and so forth and so forth. But I feel that you are being sort of pumped up to that next level, really, Taurus. Came out beautifully in your reading, where there's personal empowerment, life empowerment, a higher connection with Source, working with the universal forces, working with the law of attraction, really beautiful manifestations coming, really beautiful, really fast, quite easily and effortlessly. So all of those details is in your reading later this week. Be sure to check it out. Aries. Aries, for many of you, there's a huge new beginning that's coming here for you. Your reading coming out later this week is speaking about welcoming in the magic, your own magic, who you are, your potential, the beauty of what your life can be. But for many of you, your life might be feeling a little bit like a shit show at the moment, because it's all that closure, cleansing, healing, tying up of knots that is busy taking place at the moment, where you're in the middle of a blessing, but it doesn't feel like a blessing at all. So there's a lot of closure happening. So for a lot of you, it might feel like there's a lot of doors closing, but it's sort of like doors that are closing, lessons that are completed, so that new things can happen. Be sure to check out your reading later out this week. Incredibly wonderful, valuable guidance for you there. Virgo. Now, Virgo, your reading was the same as Capricorn. It started off, and there were some correlations with Capricorn as well. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Capricorn and maybe got strong Capricorn on your chart, or so maybe your life is just about being more sort of like expressive, not keeping everything inside. But Virgo, you know, it spoke about you being you and about who's in control. And I'm speaking about your reading is coming out later this week. Who's in control of your life? Who's in control of your emotions? It's, you know, and it spoke so profoundly about how you are the one that needs to be in control of situations, you know. And I mean, who can take better control than you, because you are so proactive, you are so beautifully considerate. And this talent is about expressing yourself and how that can really benefit for you. All the details coming out later this week in your reading. And then finally, we have got Leo. And Leo, the spark is definitely returning into your life. You have gone through all of the sort of the steps that you needed to go through to become a richer, a more fulfilling, a sort of like an upgraded version of yourself. And for some of you, it's necessary to take some time to say goodbye, to sort of emotionally allow yourself to align with your next level of life, to release where you've been before. And you are encouraged so strongly in your reading. It's a very detailed reading. Be sure to check it out later this week. You're encouraged so strongly to take a deeper look into your own energy, but also to just allow yourself to be whatever it is that you need to be at this particular point in time. So there's just a very quick run through of the energies that are coming your way later this week, my beautiful, beautiful cosmic cousins. Do be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that all notifications button so you know when your readings are coming out. If you already found this very helpful, I'm really going to appreciate you liking the video, giving it a thumbs up. Helps my channel to grow, which I'm really, really appreciative of. Thank you to all of that are supporting my channel. From my heart, namaste, love and light. Wishing you all the best. See you soon. Ciao.